One of the most confusing things about buying a TV is all these different terms that get thrown around. LED, LCD, plasma, CRT, the Bee Gees. We're going to explain what all those things are as fast as possible. The most common display type these days are LCDs. That stands for liquid crystal display. It involves having a backlight, usually fluorescent, with an LCD screen in front of it. The LCD screen is where the images and the colors actually come from. One of the drawbacks of LCD is that it can never produce true blacks because that screen would have to become completely opaque or solid in order to get a true rich, deep black. However, the advantages of LCD are that it's relatively inexpensive these days, and unlike traditional CRT tube TVs, they are extremely thin. The next TV type, LED, or light emitting diode, is actually a bit of a misnomer because an LED TV is just an LCD TV, that is a liquid crystal display panel, with an LED backlight instead of a cathode backlight. This gives it a couple of advantages. Number one is lower power consumption. Number two is even thinner form factors because they're not nearly as bulky. And number three is that with many high-end LED arrays in the back of the TV, you can actually enable a feature called micro dimming. So that is to say that the LCD goes black and the LED behind it in that zone can even turn down or turn as low as it can to make the blacks much more true and much more rich. So LED TVs tend to be just higher end LCD TVs. Plasma TVs have turned into a bit of a value option over time. They have excellent black levels because instead of relying on a backlight with a screen in front of it, the plasma display actually outputs its own light. So that means it doesn't have to output light, so very, very deep blacks. You also get extremely fast response times, making plasmas great for gaming. The disadvantage of plasmas is that compared to especially high-end LCD or LED type TVs, the colors can be a little bit washed out if you are in daylight or an environment where you don't have a dark home theater to watch it on. And because the front of the display has to be glass, they tend to get a fair amount of glare, making it more difficult, again, if you don't have true blackness to watch your TV in. At the last minute, I decided we should include a segment on OLED. So while it's not really available in the mass market today, OLED addresses some of the issues with LCD, such as slow response time, so much sharper movement. It'll be great for 3D, as well as the not very true to life deep blacks, because OLED, like plasma, emits its own light rather than relying on a backlight with a panel in front of it. But it's very, very expensive right now. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Tech Quickie, don't forget to like the video, and share it with anyone who you think might benefit from this information. If you have any ideas for future fast as possible episodes, leave them in the suggestion forum, which is linked in the description of the video.